Good evening and welcome to Twin Cities Cards and Dice Studios for tonight's presentation of Strat-O-Matic Baseball featuring Toronto Blue Jays versus the Minnesota Twins at Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is Wednesday, May 13th, 1987. Thanks for joining us here tonight at Twin Cities Cards and Dice Studios for Game 33 of our Strat-O-Matic Baseball as played replay of the 1987 Minnesota Twins season. Our pregame feature tonight is Mark Portugal's final game of the 1987 season. And if the look on Mark's face on his 87 Topps rookie card doesn't tell you everything you need to know about how that season went and how the replay is going, stick around and find out for yourself. We'll get into all that in a moment, but first, let's talk about the journeyman pitcher's commendable 15-year career in the bigs. Making cheddar throwing things for 15 years ain't a bad way to make a living. Portugal was signed by the Minnesota Twins in 1980. In 84, he went 14-7 for the AA Orlando Twins, made his major league debut on August 14th of 1985. Portugal spent the rest of the decade either in AAA or the majors. Traded to the Houston Astros in 1988, the following year he went 7-1 with a 2.75 earned run average, winning a spot in the starting rotation. He had his best season with the Astros in 1993, where he won 18 games, led the National League in winning percentage, and finished sixth in the Cy Young Award voting. Hey, not bad, Mark. Portugal signed with the San Francisco Giants as a free agent the following year. Typically a career 200 hitter, he led all regular starting pitchers with a .354 batting average in 1994 and won the Silver Slugger Award. Way to go, Mark. The following season, he was traded to the Cincinnati Reds, finishing his career with brief stints for the Phillies and the Red Sox. And some career numbers down there for Portugal. Not bad. Not bad at all. Remember the look on Portugal's face on the 87 rookie card? Let's take a look at the actual and replay numbers for Mark Portugal's 1987 season. Starting 7 games for the Twins, Portugal went 1-3 with a very unlucky 7.77 ERA. Not the worst amongst Twins pitchers in 87, but certainly not great and a career worst for Portugal. The stat that stands out the most, however, is home runs through 9 innings. Portugal led the Twins with 2.7 home runs per 9. And let's take a look at the replay numbers. The brain wizards over at Strat-O-Matic never cease to impress with their statistical accuracy, but every now and then, the dice gods smite some poor, helpless ball player in this replay season. Mark hath been smited. Through 6 games this season, poor Mark Portugal is 0-5 with a gaudy 13.31 ERA over 24 innings, giving up 15 long balls. That's right, folks. That's a rate of 5.7 home runs per 9. While the dice gods have not been kind this season, the odds of catching a souvenir ball when Portugal takes them out, they're pretty good. Pretty good. Go out and catch yourself a ball there at the Metrodome. But hey, perhaps tonight will be different. Portugal's last outing for the Twins was his best, where he went 4.1 innings against a very tough Yankees club, only giving up 2 earned runs, both solo home runs, in a no decision. But the Twins did go on to win that game to extend their longest winning streak of the year at 4 games. And so, let's take it to the turf at Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome for game number 33, Mark Portugal's final game of the 1987 season, as the 19-13 Twins take on the 13-17 Blue Jays. Here we go. All right, game number 33, Mark Portugal's final game of the 1987 season. Let's look at the starting lineup for the Blue Jays tonight. We've got Tony Fernandez batting first, playing shortstop. Batting second, playing right field, Rob Ducey. Batting third, playing center field, Lloyd Mosby. Batting cleanup tonight is George Bell, playing in left field. Doing the catching is Ernie Witt, batting fifth. Willie Upshaw's at first base, batting sixth. Designated hitter, Fred McGriff, batting seventh. Batting 8th, playing third base, Kelly Gruber, and batting 9th at second base, Garth Lorg. Take a look at the Twins' defensive alignment. And starting pitcher for the Twins tonight, Mark Portugal. 7 starts, 1 win, 3 losses, 13.31 ERA in 24 innings. He's given up 38 hits, 15 home runs, 20 walks, and 23 strikeouts. All right, Tony Fernandez stepping in here tonight. Batting .342 in the season. Mark Portugal gets the sign, delivers, and the pitch. It's going to be a ground ball over to Ken Herbeck, picks it up. And that's scored that a 3 unassisted and 1 away. Rob Ducey steps up for the Blue Jays here, batting .200. 10 at-bats. The pitch. And he struck him out. Rob Ducey strikes out swinging. And so 2 away. Bringing up the left-handed hitting, Lloyd Moseby. Moseby batting .221. And the pitch. And struck him out. Whoa, he struck out looking. And so that'll retire the Jays here in the top of the first. And Mark Portugal with a good start. Three up, 3 down. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Twins tonight. Batting first, playing second base, we've got Steve Lombardozzi. Batting second, playing right field, Randy Bush. Batting third, the center fielder, Kirby Puckett. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ken Herbeck. Batting fifth, the G-Man, Gary Gaetti at third base. Batting sixth, DHing, Roy Smalley. Playing left field and batting seventh, Tom Bernansky. Tim Lauder will do the catching tonight, batting eighth. And Greg Gagne playing shortstop, batting ninth. Let's take a look at the Toronto Blue Jays defense. And starting pitcher for the Jays tonight, Jim Clancy. In 7 starts, he is 3-2, 4.5 ERA, 46 innings pitched, giving up 57 hits, only 8 home runs, 22 walks, and 31 strikeouts. So Steve Lombardozzi steps to the plate for the Twins, hitting .244 this season. Against the right-hander Clancy, and the pitch. It is a hard hit ball, folks, to start the game. Lombardozzi. And it is back. It is way back. It's gone. Steve Lombardozzi. Touch 'em all. Second baseman. With his second home run of the season. Gets the Twins on the board here in the bottom of the first quickly. And the hometown is happy about that. It's a leadoff home run. Steve Lombardozzi, that may be the first leadoff home run for the Twins in '87. We'll have to check the stats on that, but not a bad start for the Twins here. Bringing up the left-handed batting, Randy Bush. It's under 10,000 here tonight at the Dome, but They're on their feet already. They're liking that. Clancy shakes it off. Looks in, gives the sign, delivers the pitch. And chance for a single. And it's a single. So Randy Bush with the well-hit ball into right field gets aboard with a single. See if the Jays hold him. Randy Bush with a B stealing rating. Not a bad base runner at all. And they elect not to hold Bush. Interesting decision here for the Jays early. Bush will see if he can get a good lead. And he does. And so he will be going, folks. Here we go. Let's take a look here. Clancy, +1. Ernie Witt, catcher. Zero. So after adjustments here, we've got a very good chance for Randy. 1-18. He's going. And he is out. Ernie Witt with the strike on the 20. He is out. So Randy Bush caught stealing. So 1 away. Great throw by Witt. Absolute dagger right where it needed to be. And Bush had him too. Great lead, but Ernie Witt with an absolutely awesome throw. That'll bring up Kirby Puckett. And Kirby steps to the plate, batting .386 on the season. I believe he's leading the AL in hits right now. 140 at-bats, 33 RBIs, and 6 home runs through 33 games for Puckett. And he is on a dangerous hitting streak, too. I believe he leads the American League. And the pitch. Sharply hit ball to the third baseman. And throws it over to Upshaw. And 1 away. 2 away. And so there's 2 away here for the Twins on the 5-3 ground out. We'll bring up Ken Hrbek. Ken Hrbek hitting .217 this season, leading the Twins in home runs with 10. 21 RBIs. And 2 away. The pitch. And it's a deep fly ball to right field. X chance. An X chance for Rob Ducey. Field rating of 2E5. It's going to be a fly C, but it doesn't matter. That'll do it here for the Twins in the bottom of the first. They score 1 off the Steve Lombardozzi solo shot. So after 1, it is Toronto Blue Jays 0, Twins 1. And Mark Portugal steps back on the mound after a solid first inning. Retired 3 in a row. So George Bell steps up. George Bell hitting .298 on the season with 8 home runs, 21 RBIs. Solid season for Bell. And the pitch. Well hit ball.
And a double. And so Bell is on board with a leadoff double. Bring up the catcher, Ernie Whitt. Ernie Whitt batting .260. The pitch. Ground ball to shortstop, X chance. Greg Gagne, 2E24. It's going to be an E chance. And it's an error. So that eats up Gagne on the one base error. Going to score at E6. So that'll move George Bell over to third. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. Willie Upshaw steps in. Upshaw with just one above 100 for at-bats, hitting .238 on the season. Runners on the corners. The pitch. Chance had a single here, ballpark chance for the left-handed Willie Upshaw. 1-16 for left-handers here at Metrodome. And it is a single. On a well-hit ball. So Willie Upshaw is going to drive in George Bell. So the Jays tie it up on the RBI single. It's going to move Ernie Whitt over to second base. So nobody out. Runners on first and second. Tie game. Bring up the designated hitter. Left-handed hitting Fred McGriff against the right-hander Portugal. Tie game, folks. Here we go. The pitch. And struck him out. So 3 strikeouts for Portugal today. We'll bring up Kelly Gruber. Kelly Gruber hitting .212, 52 at-bats this season. Runners on first and second, 1 away. The pitch. And Kelly Gruber smashes one to center field. Puckett catches up with it. Ernie Whitt rounds third. He's in there. Willie Upshaw goes to third. And they will hold him there. Kelly Gruber with the RBI double. So that'll put the Jays ahead, 2-1, off the RBI double by Kelly Gruber. And Twins fans have seen this all season from Portugal. Solid start, but he's in trouble here in the bottom of the second with a 1 away. Runners on second and third. Bring up the 9th batter, Garth Lorg here. Lorg hitting .281 this season, 32 at-bats. No home runs. 2 RBIs. He's got a chance here. The pitch. And struck him out. Another strikeout for Portugal. Struck him out looking. And so 2 away. Runners on second and third. Back to the top of the order here. Tony Fernandez grounded out in the first. Portugal looks in, gets the sign, delivers the pitch. And a single into right field for Tony Fernandez. It's going to score Upshaw. Gruber will go to third. And let's see if they decide to send him. 2 outs. So 1-15. We're going to add 2 for 2 outs, 1-17, but that ball, I believe, was hit to... No, that's in right field. Randy Bush. Randy Bush with the +1. And so, yeah, absolutely. They're going to send Gruber. And Gruber's got a great chance. 1-18 here. And it's a 14, and so Gruber will score. Oh, boy. And the floodgates are open. So Tony Fernandez. Scoring 2 on the single to right field. The aggressive base running. Jimmy Williams says, let's send him. Let's keep it up. And so 2 away. Four to 1 Blue Jays. Runner on first. That'll bring up the left-handed Rob Ducey. Let's see if Portugal can get out of this one here. 2 away, runner on first, the pitch. And he walks him. Oh boy, it's just not getting any better here for Portugal. He just cannot get out of this jam. So 2 away, runners on first and second. That'll bring up Lloyd Mosby, who struck out in the first. Portugal shakes off the first sign, sets, delivers the pitch. Ball's hit to Steve Lombardozzi at second base. Picks it up, throws it over to Herbeck, and that'll do it. On the 4-3 ground out. And so the Blue Jays bat all 9 here in the top of the second. Scoring 4. And they are ahead. 4-1. And tough inning for Portugal, but that has been the story of the 87 season so far. Jays are up 4-1. And the Twins have some work to do here in the bottom of the second. Bring up the third baseman, Gary Gaetti. Gaetti batting .277 on the season. 9 home runs, 26 RBIs. And the pitch. And ground ball to the first baseman, Willie Upshaw. It's an X chance. Upshaw, 2E11. It's an E chance. And it's an error. And so that eats up the first baseman. Bobbles the ball. We're going to score that E1, or I'm sorry, E3. 1 base error. And so Gaetti is aboard. See if the Jays look to hold Gaetti. Gaetti is C stealer rating. They don't. So see if Gaetti wants to get aggressive here on the base paths. He does not get a good lead. He's going to stay put. I'll bring up the designated hitter, Roy Smalley. Having an unbelievable season, hitting .412. Hasn't brought in a lot of runs, but he has certainly produced. So let's see if Roy can get things going here with the runner on first. The pitch. It's going to be an X chance for the catcher, Ernie Witt. 2E2. So that's going to be a pass ball. So Gaetti will go to second. And Smalley will foul out. So Ernie Witt gets under that one. Gaetti moves over to second. And 1 away with the runner on second. Tom Bernansky. Batting .247 steps in, playing left field today. Hitting .278 on the season, 15 RBIs, 4 home runs. Runner on second, and the pitch. A sharply hit ball. And let's see. It's a single, center field. And Gaetti rounds third. He'll be in there, standing up. As will Bernansky, and so Bernansky, the RBI double. So the Twins inch closer here, scoring another run. Make it 2-4. Tim Laudner, the catcher, batting 8th. Hitting .220 this season, 41 at-bats. Runner on second, 1 out. The pitch. And struck him out. So Tim Laudner swinging for the fences there. Can't get a hold of it. Clancy gets his first strikeout of the day. That'll bring up the 8th batter. With the 9th batter, Greg Gagne. Gagne hitting .211 on the year. 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Runner on second. The pitch. It's an X chance to the pitcher. Jim Clancy. 2E12. He 7. He has no trouble with that one. Throws it over to Upshaw to end the Twins here in the bottom of the second. Scored a 1-3. Twins bring in 1. And after 2, Blue Jays 4, Twins 2. So after a rough inning, Portugal steps back on the mound to face George Bell. Sounds like fun. Let's see if he can get his composure here and keep the Twins in the game. So Bell with the double in the second inning. That got the party going. Blue Jays batted all 9 in the second, scoring 4. And the pitch. And he walks him. So Portugal having a little bit of control issue here. Walks Bell. That'll bring up the catcher, Ernie Witt. And who reached on a 1-base error by Greg Gagne. And runner on first, the pitch. Deep fly ball. It's back. Way back. Randy Bush, the right fielder, heading towards the baggie in the Metrodome. And it's off the tarp. And so Bell, he'll stay at third. And Witt's in there with a stand-up double. And so Portugal's struggles continue. So runners on second and third. Nobody out. That'll bring up Upshaw. So shades of the second inning here all over again. Singled. And brought around the Jays' first run in the second. Portugal looks in. Pitch. And ground ball to Ken Herbeck. X chance. Herbeck 2E6. Let's see. I have to consult the advanced or the super advanced chart here. The infield is not in. And with runners on second and third. And it was not hit to the second baseman or the shortstop. And so runners are going to hold. And so Kurt Herbeck picks it up for the 3 unassisted, holding the runners. Oh boy. Great play by Herbeck. An underappreciated defensive first baseman. Makes a great play holding the runners. And 1 away. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Fred McGriff, who struck out in the second. Runners on third and second, the pitch. And he walks him. Walks him to load the bases here. And Portugal takes off his hat, wipes his forehead. You can see he's visibly shaken out there, folks. The 24-year-old pitcher is having another difficult outing here. And so bases loaded. I'll bring up Kelly Gruber. RBI double in the second. You have to wonder if Tom Kelly, how long he's going to leave Portugal in here. Typically, Portugal's outings have been anywhere from 3 to 5 innings. More common to see him struggle like this and then get brought out in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th inning. Twins have a short bullpen, and so they'd like to see him hang in there if they can. Bases are loaded, 1 away. And Kelly Gruber steps in. So here we go, folks. 4-2 Jays. And the pitch. It's a deep fly ball to right field. Randy Bush is back. And another one off the baggie. And so George Bell scores. Ernie Witt scores. Fred McGriff. They hold him up. They hold McGriff up. He comes chugging around third, and they pump the brakes. They've already got 2 in, and they haven't seen any reason to believe that Portugal can do anything to stop the Jays' bats. And Portugal is tired. And so he will be tired by the Strat-O-Matic endurance rules here, giving up 6 runs in 2 innings. And so TK, Tom Kelly, makes his way to the mound. So runners on, 3rd and 2nd in the bullpen. On short notice. Might be sending somebody to the mound here. And that'll do it for Mark Portugal. So Portugal goes 2 1/3, giving up 6. Hey, no home runs. And so Portugal head back to the dugout. Oh my God, the water cooler. Oh, Mark. Oh, it's all over the place. Oh, the bench. They're moving away from Portugal. He's sitting out at the end of the bench. It's a good thing there's not a microphone on the bench, folks. That poor water cooler. I don't know what it ever did, but I don't know if it deserved that treatment. And so Portugal with a rough outing. Another rough outing here for the Twins. So let's see who Tom Kelly brings in. It looks like it's going to be the veteran right-hander George Frazier. So Frazier with a 7.47 ERA on 16 innings pitched. 13 walks, 9 strikeouts. He's given up 10.9 hits per 9. Only 2.3 home runs, and so, I mean, how bad can it get? So they bring in Frazier. But the Blue Jays bring in Ali. Ali game long. So Garth Lorg stepping in here with runners on third and second, one away. Boy, you hate to see that, folks. A lot of hope for Mark Portugal here. You know, hopefully he can turn things around. We'll see how it goes. Wink, wink. All right, and Garth Lorg struck out in the second. And the pitch from Frazier. Chance at a ballpark single. And he's in there with a single. And it's going to be a long day here for Twins pitching, it feels like. Another RBI. Gruber goes to third. And so Frazier comes in, gives up the single and the RBI. The run will not be earned, but you would have to think the Twins have to stop the bleeding here soon, folks. So runners on the corners, one away. Back to the top of the order here. Switch hitting Tony Fernandez against the right-hander Frazier. Delivers the pitch. Chance at a single. And just barely. But he is in there with a single. And so that'll score Kelly Gruber. And the hit parade marches on. Ooh, the fans are booing here at Metrodome. Some of them are getting up and walking out. I saw a guy throw his beer on the field. No reason for that, folks. It's been a long day, but that beer didn't deserve it. Beverages, yeah, all sorts of liquids here are not doing well at Metrodome. On Wednesday, May the 13th, 1987. So Jays up 8-2 over the Twins. Still only one out. Runners on first and second. Rob Ducey steps to the plate. Struck out in the first. Walked in the second. It's the third inning, and he's got his third at-bat for the number 2 hitter. Oh, boy. Frazier, the pitch. And ground ball to the second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi. And throws it over to Herbeck, but that'll move. Fernandez the second, that's all they can get. And so 2 away. Two away. And runners on second and third, bringing up Lloyd Mosby. Struck out and grounded out. I'd like to see Frazier get a stop here for the Twins. Defense has been on the field all day. Pitch. And a deep fly ball to right field. Randy Bush on the X chance. Bush with the 4E6 fielder rating. That's a 4 on the E6. Oh no. Oh, he bobbles the ball. And so Lorg will score. Fernandez will score. And Mosby heads to second base on the 2-base error by Randy Bush. And for the second straight inning, the Blue Jays have brought every batter to the plate. My goodness. The Boo-Birds are out to protest the Bluebirds. Oh boy. Rough day here in Twins territory. So that scores another run. Dan Gladden's in the dugout shaking his head. Not a lip reader, but I think he's saying something to TK about he wouldn't have made that play. Usually Tom Bernansky would typically be in right field if Gladden were in the game, but Bush with the costly 2-base error. But at this point, you know, what's another run? I'll bring up George Bell. Frazier struggles. Double in the second, walked in the third, the pitch. And ground ball right to Frazier. Frazier has no problem with this one. Picks it up. Fields it cleanly over to Herbeck. And that will stop. That will stop the bleeding here in the top of the third. And so the Jays add 6 more and are beating the Twins. 10-3. So the only bright spot for the Twins pitchers there was a good play by Frazier to end the side. And Clancy can certainly take a deep breath. He's got quite the cushion here. 10-3 after 2.5. Twins are back at the top of the order for the first time. The Jays have already went through the order 3 times in 3 innings. So we'll see if the Twins can get the bats going here against Clancy. So Lombardozzi steps in. Home run. Leadoff home run for Steve Lombardozzi. Let's see if he can do it again, folks. And he strikes out. Strikes out looking. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. 1 away. And Randy Bush steps to the plate. Costly error for Bush in the third. Couldn't handle the ball. Crashed into the baggie. Let's see if he can redeem himself here. The left-handed batting Bush against the right-hander Clancy, the pitch. Fly ball left field. George Bell has no problem with that one. Score at F7. I'll bring up the center fielder, Kirby Puckett. Puckett grounded out. He has a hitting streak going on right now. He'd like to keep that in order. 2 away. And the pitch. And ground ball to the shortstop. Over to Upshaw, and that'll do it for the Twins in the bottom of the third. 1, 2, 3. And after 3, Blue Jays 10, Twins 3. Boy, I'll tell you what, after an inning like that, the Jays have to be feeling pretty good. It's a good example of a long and short inning. And so Frazier, the reliever endurance of 2. Steps back on the mound to face the catcher, Ernie Witt, here in the top of the 4th. And something that we haven't been able to say a lot today, no runners on base, which is a good start for Frazier. And the pitch. Another well-hit ball. And a single. And so Witt's in there with another leadoff hit for the Blue Jays. The E-stealing rating for Witt, I don't think they'll pay him much attention over there at first. That'll bring up Willie Upshaw. Left-handed batting Willie Upshaw. Single and RBI in the second, ground out in the third. Runner on first, the pitch. Chance at a single. He's in there with a single, folks. So that'll move Witt over to second base, and the Blue Jays keep up the attack. You wonder how long TK is going to let Frazier. Frazier looks like he has nothing today. So Fred McGriff steps up, walked his last at bat, struck out in the second. Runners on first and second. Frazier looks in. The pitch. And ground ball to second baseman Steve Lombardozzi. Picks it up, throws it over to Ken Herbeck. Runners will advance. And 1 away. So Kelly Gruber steps to the plate with runners on third and second. 1 away, the pitch. And a sharply hit ball to the third baseman. Gaetti looks at the runner Witt and throws over to Herbeck. Runners hold, 2 away. And so 2 away, bringing up Garth Lorg. Runners on third and second. And the pitch. Struck him out. And so the Twins managed to have a scoreless 4th inning, tiring the Jays here. After 3.5, it's still 10-3. Ken Herbeck steps in. And Herbie with a fly out in the first. The pitch. Well hit ball. And it's a double. And so Herbeck with the leadoff double. In the gap. We'll bring up the third baseman, Gary Gaetti, who reached on a one-base error. Charged to Willie Upshaw. Runner on second, and the clutch hitting Gary Gaetti steps to the plate. Clancy looks in, shakes off the first sign. And the pitch. And sharply hit ball to the third baseman, throws it over to Upshaw. And one away. So Roy Smalley. Fouled out after a pass ball in the second. Runner on second for the switch hitting Smalley. The pitch. And Chance had a single. And a single for Roy Smalley. What a year Smalley's having. That'll up the average from 406. That moves Herbeck over to third base. So runners on the corners here for the Twins. Bringing up the left fielder, Tom Bernansky. Double and an RBI for Bernansky in the second. One away, the pitch. And ground ball to the shortstop, X-Chance. An X-Chance for Tony Fernandez. Brilliant in the field at 1E17. And let's go ahead and consult the chart here. And so, it's going to be a double play. Great play by Fernandez on the 6-4-3 double play. Oh. Twins fans don't like it, but that's the way it goes, folks. And so 4 up. Twins leave one runner on, hitting to the double play. On the 6-4-3. And after 4, Blue Jays 10, Twins 3. And Frazier comes back for another inning of work to face Tony Fernandez for what feels like the 10th time. Fernandez today. Ground out a single and 3 RBIs, having a great day. And the pitch. And he will continue to have an amazing day at the plate here. A double for Fernandez. Close play. Puckett throws it in. I thought they might have had him there for a moment, but he's called safe. That'll bring up Rob Ducey, the right fielder. Strikeout, walk, and a ground out. Runner on second, nobody out. Another leadoff hit for the Jays. The pitch. Ground ball to Steve Lombardozzi, the second baseman. It's an X-Chance. Lombardozzi 218. And he will toss it over to Herbeck. Fernandez will stay put. And one away. So Lloyd Mosby, left-handed batting Mosby steps in. Reaching on a two-base error to Randy Bush, his last at bat. Runner on second, one away, the pitch. Another well-hit ball, this time to Gary Gaetti, X-Chance. The Gold Glove third baseman with the 1E12. It's an E-Chance on 6. He has no problem with this one. Picks it up, throws it over to Herbeck, looks Fernandez off, holds the runner, and 2 away. That has been a combination that has worked well for the Twins here over the past few years. Gaetti to Herbeck. I don't know if there's another third baseman that can go to their right. Like the Rat. He's one of the best in the game. And so is this fella stepping to the plate. George Bell. Double in the second, walk in the third, and a ground out. His last at bat. Last 2 at bats both happened in the third. 2 away, runner on second, the pitch. A well hit ball. It's going to be in there for a single. You're going to hold Tony Fernandez at third. So George Bell keeping things going here with the 2-out single. Runners on the corners. Ernie Witt. Double single and reach on an error. So another Blue Jay having a great day here. And the pitch. Ground ball to second base. Lombardozzi picks it up, throws it over to Herbeck, and that'll retire the side. And so after 4.5, Jays still lead 10-3. Jays strand 2 runners, but they've brought in 10. So they're getting things done here with the bats today. Tim Laudner will step in. Struck out in the second. And he gets things going here for the Twins. In the bottom of the 5th, the pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Tony Fernandez picks it up, throws it over to Upshaw, and 1 away. Greg Gagne steps to the plate. Grounded out in the second, the pitch. Fly ball to center field, X-Chance. An X-Chance here for Lloyd Mosby, 1E7 fielder. It's going to be an E-Chance on the 8. He has no problem with that one, so long fly ball, but Mosby has no problem. And score that F8, 2 away. And back to the top of the order for the Twins, Steve Lombardozzi. Leadoff home run in the first. Some of the Twins' only fireworks here. Oh, you know what? We realize, folks, we've had a scoring error here. My scorecard is not correct. It is 10-2 Blue Jays. 10-2. What kind of production team do we have here? Throw me a friggin' bone here. It is 10-2. Only 1 run scored in the second. I'm not sure what was going on. Wishful thinking here for It's biased announcer. Lombardozzi with 2 away, the pitch. And struck him out. So Steve Lombardozzi, strike out looking again. So after the first inning heroics, 2 strikeouts for Lombardozzi. And that'll do it for the Twins here in the bottom of the 5th. After 5, Blue Jays 10, Twins 2. So Frazier getting the junk work here today for the Twins. Willie Upshaw, 2 singles on the day, 2 for 3. And the pitch. And he walks him. So Upshaw reaches on the walk. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Fred McGriff. The pitch. It's a deep fly ball. This one might go over the baggie, folks. It's back. It's way back. And Bush makes the play. Reaches up at the last moment on the jumping catch to retire McGriff. Ain't nothing but a long fly ball. So 1 away, runner on first. And Kelly Gruber steps in. 3 RBIs for Gruber. Off 2 doubles. 2 for 3 today. Pitch. Struck him out. So Gruber strikes out swinging. Brings up the second baseman, Garth Lorg. And the pitch. And deep fly ball. Left field, Bernansky gets under that one and makes the catch. So that'll do it here for the Jays in the 6th. After 5.5, Jays still lead 10-2. And Randy Bush steps to the plate. Bush with a single in the first, fly out in the 3rd. And Clancy, the endurance of 7, shows no sign of stopping. Here we go. Bottom of the 6th, the pitch. And a fly ball to center field. Mosby gets underneath that one, makes the catch, and 1 away. And that'll bring up the center fielder for the Minnesota Twins, Kirby Puckett. The pitch. Ground ball to Clancy. Clancy picks it up, throws it over to Upshaw. 2 away. It's like another quick inning for Clancy. Low pitch count today. Bring up the left-handed batting Ken Herbeck. Kirby doubled his last at bat, flew out in the 1st, the pitch. And ground ball to the shortstop, Tony Fernandez, X-Chance. 1E17. On the 1, makes a great play. Tony Fernandez comes up with another clutch play here with 2 away. And that'll do it for the Twins here in the 6th. So 3 up, 3 down. 10-2 Jays. And Tony Fernandez steps in. What a game, folks. 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. Another triple and a double. Or a home run. A rare feat for Fernandez here, as he has not hit any this year. But hey, that's why we play the game, folks. A great day, nevertheless, for Fernandez. So Frazier comes out for yet another inning. And the pitch. And ground ball to the second baseman, Steve Lombardozzi. X chance for Lombardozzi. 2E18. It's an E chance on the 7. Fields it cleanly, throws it over to Ken Herbeck, and 1 away. And Frazier has gone as long as he can go. So Tom Kelly steps out of the dugout, makes his way to the mound. Frazier tosses the ball back and forth. I'll tell you what, after that rocky start for Frazier, in which he was inherited some trouble there, I believe he only had 1 earned run. And he put up 3 scoreless innings, and so not a bad day for Frazier, all things considered, but that'll do it. So the Twins will bring in right-hander Keith Atherton. Atherton having a pretty good season, 15 innings, 2.35 ERA. Not much chance for the Twins to come back in this one, but see if Atherton can keep the Jays' bats quiet, which has been a tough feat here. We've got another game against the Jays tomorrow for just a 2-game series. So Keith Atherton, it's the left-handed batting Rob Ducey in the pitch. And chance at a ballpark single. For the left-handed batting Ducey, that's going to be 1-16. And it's a line out. So Ducey lines out to Steve Lombardozzi. 2 away. That'll bring up Lloyd Mosby. And Mosby reached on an error. Otherwise, 0 for 3 today. And the pitch. And deep fly ball to Randy Bush, who's seen a lot of work here, but he'll get underneath that one. They'll score at F9. That'll do it. 3 up. 3 down here for the Jays in the top of the 7th. Still 10-2. Holy cow. And the Twins fans that are still here get up out of their seats and stretch. And they cannot help but wonder, if the Buddha made us spare ribs, would you eat it? I know I would. It's not so much an impersonation of Harry Carey as much as it's an impersonation of Will Ferrell impersonating Harry Carey. But hey, everybody's favorite third baseman is back in the box. Gary Gaetti steps up here. Clancy's still putting in work, because I'll tell you what, in 1987, that's the way they did it. So Clancy's still throwing. No reason to take him out. He's cruising. He's got an endurance of 7, and so something to watch here. We are at the point of weakness inning, but hey, comfortable cushion here for the Jays. Guy Eddie stepping in here, ground out, reached on a 1-base error. Willie Upshaw in the second. We'll shake the dice a little bit extra longer here, see if we can warm him up. Here you got Eddie, and the pitch. Struck him out. Guy Eddie strikes out swinging. He's mumbling to himself under his breath. And Roy Smalley hitting .414 on the season, helped by a single here in the 4th. 1 for 1 again for Smalley, so his season continues. But it is not a game of individuals, folks, and this team needs to come together here. Only 3 innings left. I don't think they're going to be able to do it, but hey, we'll see. The pitch. Struck him out. So Clancy getting better as the pitch count climbs. Forget about it. See if he can strike out 3. Tom Bernansky steps in. Double RBI and a ground out into a double play. Clancy looking to get the napper mow him down inning here in the bottom of the 7th pitch. Oh, ballpark chance here for the right-handed batting Bernansky. And for right-handers at the Dome, it's 1-11. It's a deep fly ball. Deep to left field. Going back, way back. It's gone. Touch them all, Bruno. So Tom Bernansky with the solo shot. Give the Twins fans something to cheer about here. And so now it is finally 10-2-3 Twins. Down by 7. Tim Laudner steps to the plate. Strikeout and a ground out the pitch. And a next chance for the catcher, Ernie Witt. 2-2. Great defensive catcher. And Tom Bernansky pops it up into foul territory. Witt has no problem with that one. And that'll do it here for the Twins in the bottom of the 7th. They score 1 on the Tom Bernansky solo home run, bringing them within 7. And after 7, it's all Blue Jays, 10-3. And Keith Atherton back on the mound for the Twins to face George Bell. So George Bell, this is the second time he's led off here. Double walk, ground out single for Bell today. Atherton gets a sign. Betts delivers the pitch. And ground ball to Gary Gaetti. Picks it up, throws it over to Herbeck, and 1 away. And the catcher, Ernie Witt. Pitch. And ground ball to Ken Herbeck. Picks it up. Score at 3-U on the unassisted ground out. And Willie Upshaw, the pitch. Struck him out. Keith Atherton with them cool shades, walking off the mound like the Twins weren't losing as bad as they are. But you got to start somewhere. And after 7.5, it's all Jays. And Clancy comes back for another inning. 8th inning. Or is he? We're going to see. We're going to take a little bit of time here and see. Yes, indeed. Little item of note here. Clancy did go all 9 in the actual game, which ended in a score of 5-1. And so Clancy with the complete game. We're going to keep him going in the spirit of actuality here. Clancy steps back on the mound. Jimmy Williams says, let the boy throw the ball. And so Greg Gagne steps in and the pitch. And chance at a ballpark single. The right-hander, that's a 113. And it's a line drive. Line out to the shortstop. 1 away. And Steve Lombardozzi struck out his last 2 at-bats. Led off the game with a home run. His first of the year. His 3rd of the year. Bring the average up to 247. And the pitch. And struck him out. Oh boy, the hat trick here for Steve Lombardozzi. What a game. What a game. Steps in with all the confidence in the world. Now can't hit the ball to save his life. Randy Bush steps in for the pitch. And ground ball to the second baseman. Garth, or E13. And it is an E chance. And it eats him up. So Bush with the 2-out error. Score it E4. Randy Bush is on board. We'll see if they hold him. They do. And Bush is going to try to get a good lead here. He does not. But he's going anyway, folks. And so the steal is on. We're looking at a 1-11 here. And he's safe. So Randy Bush with the stolen base. Trying to get something going here for the Twins in the bottom of the 8th. So Randy Bush with the 2-out error. Reached on a 2-out error here. And then the stolen base. That'll bring up the center fielder, Kirby Puckett. What a day. Ground out 3 times, and so his hitting streak, longest in the American League, I believe the majors, is in jeopardy, folks. So here's a little bit of drama for the Twins fans here today. An extra long shake here. 2 away. Runner on second. Can they get the rally going? Here we go. And the pitch. A deep fly ball to center field. Kirby's counterpart, Lloyd Mosby, makes the catch. Not looking good. Looks like the hitting streak will come to an end here today at the Metrodome. They strand one runner. After 8, Blue Jays 10, Twins 3. And Keith Atherton takes to the mound for one final inning. It would appear that way. Fred McGriff steps in. Boy, oh boy, his 5th at-bat. Strikeout, walk, ground out, fly out. Here we go. The pitch. And he walks him. And so McGriff reaches. So runner on, which has been the theme here today for the Blue Jays. Kelly Gruber steps in. 3 RBIs on 2 doubles. The pitch. Deep fly ball to right field. Randy Bush makes the catch. And 1 away. Garth Lorg steps in. 1 away, runner on first, the pitch. Ground ball to Steve Lombardozzi. He's not going to be able to make the play at second. Throws it over to Ken Herbeck at first, and 2 away. They advance the runner, though. And so 2 away, and Tony Fernandez steps in. What a great day for Fernandez, both in the field and in the batter's box. Let's see if he can do it again, folks. The pitch. And he delivers a sharply hit ball into center field, or right field, rather. And so McGriff around third. 2 outs. They're going to send him. It's going to be a 1-13 here. And he is out. And so, great throw by Randy Bush on the aggressive call. Tim Launder puts on the tag. So that'll do it. Tony Fernandez with another single, another chance at an RBI. Heck of a game for the shortstop. That'll do it. And the Toronto Blue Jays are playing ball here. There's no giving up, even in the top of the 9th here with a 7-run cushion. That'll do it. And so, the Blue Jays pitcher, Jim Clancy, will step on the mound for the 9th inning. See if he can close it out. Going the distance for the complete game. Gave up 2 runs in the 1st and 2nd and decides the solo shot by Bernansky in the 7th. He has had one heck of a game. So Ken Herbeck steps in, fly out, a double and a ground out. The Twins are going to need one heck of a rally here at Metrodome. And the pitch. A long, deep fly ball, deep into right field. It's back. It's way back. And makes the catch. Rob Ducey out there in right field. Great catch by Ducey. Herbeck thought he had it. 1 away. And Gary Gaetti steps in today. Average will go down a few points after today. 0 for 2, reached on a one-base error in the second. And Twins are down to 2 outs. Clancy looks in. The pitch. Clancy snags the ball, throws it over to Upshaw. They'll score at 1-3. Great play by Clancy. Taking the ball into his own hands. Throws it over to Upshaw and gets the out. And the Twins are down to their last batter. Designated hitter Roy Smalley. 2 away. Clancy looks in. Shakes off the sign. Shakes off another sign. Betts delivers the pitch. And it's a deep, deep fly ball into left field. Going back, going way back. George Bell at the wall. Touch 'em all, Roy Smalley. The Twins are not done yet. Roy Smalley keeping the dream alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Wow, Roy Smalley. 408, his 3rd home run of the year. And brings the Twins within 6. There's still some life here in the Twins today. Clancy shakes it off. Jimmy Williams got his head down. He's not even looking at Clancy. Not even making eye contact. There's no activity in the bullpen, folks. Ernie Witt walks halfway out there. Throws the ball back to Clancy. And Bernaski steps in. And Bruno. Can he do it again, folks? We'll see. Bases are empty. 2 away. Couple hundred fans still here on their feet. Sets, delivers the pitch. And he walks him. Oh boy. And so Bruno is aboard. Tim Laudner. You gonna pinch hit for Laudner here? Yeah, they're taking their time, thinking about it. And they're going to pinch hit for Laudner here. So Mark Salas come in. So Mark Salas steps to the plate. And Salas batting .077. Tom Kelly's going to give him a chance. Some heroics here. What a desperation. Runner on first. 2 out. They're bringing up the left-handed batting Mark Salas to face the right-hander Jim Clancy. Williams hasn't even looked on the pitcher's mound. He's chewing his nails. Not a care in the world. 10-3 Blue Jays. I'm sorry, 10-4 Blue Jays. Betts delivers. Pinch hitting Mark Salas. The pitch. Oh boy. It is a triangle, but it is of the variety in which there is only a 5% chance that I roll a 1 And the game continues. And so here we go, folks. Mark Salas off the bat. And he lines out to end the game. A line out to second base. That'll do it here in Minneapolis. A little bit of excitement there. Roy Smalley with the solo shot, but too little, too late. The Blue Jays will win 10-4.
And so that'll wrap things up here from the Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where the Toronto Blue Jays improved to 14-17 on the season. 10 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. Minnesota goes to 19-14 off of 4 runs, 7 hits, and 2 errors. Jim Clancy gets the win, improving to 4-2. Portugal with the loss, 0-6 on the season. He's leading the majors in earned runs and home runs allowed. Let's go around the league and take a look at the league standings. And the batting leaders. Take a look at the pitching. And thank you for joining us here at Twin Cities Cards and Dice Studios for our presentation of Strat-O-Matic Baseball 1987 replay season. Go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be doing some more games. Leave us a comment. Let us know if there's any teams or any games you'd like to see from the 87 season. We're also going to be doing a replay of the 2002 season and potentially 1991 and a few other years. So we hope you enjoy yourselves. We sure have. And we will see you soon.